back for more?
Indeed, once again, we're back. Hello, RoahmMythril here once again, getting back to the 7th guest. And, today's gonna be a bit of a thing. An odd variety of puzzles today. All along one particular path here on the 2nd floor that we haven't gone through just yet. One specifically that I'm dreading. So we have a door there to the left that we ignored, and we went this way to go take care of things in the doll room and the nursery. So, yeah, we've put this off almost as long as we can. So welcome to the one guest room we haven't been in yet, the one for Brian Dutton. It has kind of a nice, wealthy, sort of classy look to it, including a bottle of bubbly. And a puzzle on a briefcase.
Oh, I'm dying to see what you'll do next.
So do things look a little bit familiar here? Yeah, this puzzle's actually a bit of a recycling. The rules for the coins are the same as the rules for the playing cards in Hamilton Temple's room. You have to flip all the coins, you have to go in a continuous path, or you can jump over gaps or already flipped coins. It is notable though that there are different layouts, and they can have more coins than cards. So, let's get to it. For this one I like to end at the upper point. But again, you don't have to. There are multiple solutions for these.
Curses!
Up and down and side to side.
Style points for this one, I like to end right in the center. Again, fairly simple when you know the rules and where you're going.
A leap of intuition to unhide them in sequential order.
And there we go.
So you live to play another day.
Oh my word. Yes. Oh, this is it. All this money. Rich. Filthy rich. No. What is this? What's going on?
So another of those weird scenes that seems like it could be the death scene for a particular guest, but it actually isn't. Though this particular scene is used in the novelization, though played in a different way. We'll talk about that later on. But yeah, apparently something was very wrong with the money.
A secret room. This is the puzzle that Stoff set out. And I solved it.
I guess it's supposed to be like a closet door in his room, but I mean, still, a very obvious door is right there. Can you really call it a secret room at that point? Although, there is something troubling. Why is the door that we just came through boarded shut behind us? Well, I guess there's no going back. So, welcome to the chapel, where the puzzle is the floor itself. And it's a very weird puzzle.
Using only what you see, can you get from A to B?
So, we have to get to this arrow up here. As you step on certain tiles, they fall away after a certain number of moves. A purple tile will fall after 3 moves. Orange tiles after 2, and blue tiles, they fall as soon as you step off of them. You have to step on the exit arrow just as the last tiles fall. This is about as far as I really get the rules. Yeah, suffice it to say, this is a puzzle I always just kind of brute forced to get through. I think I understand it a little bit better now. I think how this works is the first tile you step on, that determines your next few moves. So like I said, a purple tile falls after 3 turns. However, I think even if I step onto orange tiles after that, they wait until it's time for that purple tile to fall, and then they all do as one group. Whereas if I step on an orange tile, then it'll be the next 2, that one falls after 2 turns. I think there's a bit of influence there. But yeah, this one is kind of weird. You don't have to make all of the tiles fall though. All that matters is some tiles fall when you step on this final arrow.
There's more to these markings than meets the eye.
Like, using my theory, I should be able to step on this tile, and then this one, and then to blue, and then these 3 tiles will fall.
Is there a pattern to this?
Okay. I think I finally understand this.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Okay, yeah. So stepping on this purple tile, then here, here, and to the exit should work.
Careful you don't slip and fall.
So yeah, that was always just a weird puzzle, but I think I finally understand it. Which, like I said, would be a first for me. Before this, I always just kind of brute forced this one. For the purposes of this LP, I looked up information about it, but I kept finding conflicting information about how things worked. But I think it finally actually clicked for me.
Now the sacrifice must come from you. It must be brought to me. A final sacrifice.
So yes, once again, Stolf has his plans, and we see that, thus far, Dutton has been the only guest to actually interact with Stolf in the flesh. I mean, technically, Hein met Stolf in the soup, but I don't think that's quite the same. Why can't skeletons play music in church? They don't have any organs. Ba-dung-ching. I don't think he appreciated that. So, yeah, we've gone from a guest room to a dark chapel of some sort to a mad science lab. This part of the house is all kinds of weird. And it's only gonna get weirder. I don't think that's quite gonna work.
This? This? Yes, this is it. Not magic. This is top secret. Some demented science. I have this day discovered a way to communicate. I wanted power. Real magic, if it existed. Not this. Not... Oh no! No!
So another bit of weirdness going on there, but the thing is, we know where we lost Temple. He was strangled by Julia Hine. So, as weird as this isn't where Temple died. Scenes like this, we're going to talk about them more later, but I think they're kind of an artifact of an earlier version of the script. So, just a different angle here. I don't think there's anything you can do here. Also, there's this weirdness. You can't actually go through this door, ever. Though from the angle it should be the one that we entered from the chapel. Just for whatever reason, all that happens when you click on it is these bars either move to block the door or unblock it, but even when it's unblocked, you still can't go through. If you need to leave, you're going through this cell door. And that leads to the library, which is honestly pretty handy for what we're about to deal with. Which, as a precaution, I'm actually going to save the game here. The thing is, I don't expect to legitimately beat this puzzle. But, if I get a wild hair later on somewhere down the line to try this again, I can.
Your game has been saved.
Put it this way, sure, the soap cans were infamous enough in their own way. They're a trope namer after all. But at the very least, it had a defined solution. This, not so much. The microscope.
It's another puzzle. Imagine, inside a microscope.
The thing is, calling this a puzzle is a bit of a misnomer. This is a game. We're playing against Stauff. We're in control of the blue cells, he controls the green cells. What this is an adaptation of a game. I've seen it called Attacks, I believe. I've never heard that name, though. The version I'm more familiar with, for those who maybe date back to the NES as I do, anyone ever play Cool Spot? That's what this is. You select your cell, and then where it's going to move. If you move one space away, it replicates itself. If you move 2 spaces away, it jumps and does not replicate itself. The overall goal is to end the game with more of your cells than Stolf has of his. If one player lands one of their cells next to their opponent's, any adjacent cells get converted to their type. So, straightforward with the rules. Where's the problem? Problem 1, I legitimately suck at this game. Problem 2, Stolf's AI. Essentially, from how I understand it, Stolf's AI is given a certain window of time to try to calculate his best possible move, which is based on your computer's processing power and speed. Which, even back in the day, he was still a formidable opponent. And it's only gotten worse as computers have gotten better. So one way of looking at this is my opponent isn't Stolf so much as it is... yeah. So that's what we have going on. Now, there is one more thing. I don't know how true this is, but people have said that the first 2 times you read the hint book for this puzzle, it actually weakens Stolf's AI. Now, I don't know if that's actually true, or if it's one of those, really, if you hold down and B when you throw a Pokeball, it has a better catch rate things. Just superstition. It was, however, specifically mentioned in a player's guide for this game. It was even worked into the story in the player's guide, where they were kind of doing a novelization of Ego's experiences in the game. But then player's guides can be wrong sometimes, such as a guide I remember for a 3rd-gen Pokemon that claimed Ralts can't evolve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the puzzle once, go read the book, try it again, read the book again, and if it comes down to it, I am just going to let the book solve the puzzle for me, because I do want to get this project wrapped up by the end of October. So, attempt 1. That's a problem. Oh, that is very much a problem. Like I said, I'm not good at this game. I'm gonna lose a lot of cells here, yeah. Knew that was coming. I'm pretty much losing on this front. Can at least do some work there. Oh, that's bad. That is very, very bad.
Should I have done that?
Because right now, Stolf is playing at his best. And that's not good for me.
That's not it.
I have this cell here, but there's not a whole lot I can do with it. Once you start losing ground in this game, it is hard to make it back up. And also, aren't those so delightful sounds? I don't think I'm coming back from this one. It's not going to be for lack of trying, then.
Curses!
If I can kind of block him in somehow. But what's my best option for doing so is the question.
Curses!
It's gonna go kind of back and forth here a bit. He's got me kind of sealed in a nasty way here. If I can get a few there at least.
Great move.
Curses!
Yeah, there's gonna be some that I just can't really do anything about it.
That's not it.
That's not gonna be a good move. He's gonna get a lot this way. He's forcing me to jump, which is really bad.
Should I have done that?
Yep, there is no winning proposition here.
This is trickier than it looks.
It very much is.